What is going on, everybody? Today I'm going to be giving you guys a brand new room tour. I've changed a lot of stuff and I'm going to start going back to doing these monthly. So I'm going to start calling them the monthly room tours. So let's get into the month of January for 2025. And before we get started, I've said this multiple times, but I keep all of my single issues in my closet. Literally just boxes on boxes. And then up here, we have all of our McFarlane figures. And on the other side, we have Marvel Legends, some Mayfix, some more McFarlane, and then our shoes. Yeah, that's for everyone who was asking where I store my single issues. Alright, so as we walk in, you see there's a bookshelf right here, couple of them. Desk over there, more bookshelves. Doing some organizing for MegaCon. Come around the corner, you got some Funkos, some key books on the wall. So yeah, let's just start over here. So this is, of course, I have my record player. I don't have anywhere to put my records currently, but of course we got a pretty nice little record player, and my records are right here. Not too many. Some Spider-Verse, Interstellar, beautiful, Kendrick, Travis, Cuddy, and Guardians. So a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But yeah, back to the trades. Got a Daredevil Funko, Groot Lego, flipping you off. We have our trades in alphabetical order. I don't do timeline. I do timeline for like the alphabet, if that makes sense. So like Captain America is in order, but not alphabetically. It's just alphabetically Captain America, if that makes sense. So got some Avengers basically right there. Captain America, Daredevil. If you guys have been seeing my recommendation videos, that's where a lot of this comes from. Or a lot of those come from right here on these shelves. So yeah, a lot of Spider-Man. I still got to read Nick Spencer's run, which is like this whole shit right here. Venom by Cates was amazing. Gotta tap into this. I've read bits and pieces of the actual stories, but I want to tap back into it. And down here, we got Invincible. And of course, Daniel Warren Johnson's peak, that is Murder Falcon. My records are also currently, my vinyls or records, whatever you call them, are currently being held up by my Image and Boom Studios hardcovers because they are too small to fit on this shelf. And the shelf you saw way over there is DC, which we will get to. But up here, of course, just got a picture of me and my family. Me and Stephen Amell, the GOAT. We have the three goats, Spidey. We got a little plant right here. Up here, we have our Boom Studios trades, straight into Image Comics trades. I don't read too much indie outside of Boom Studios or Image. I plan to start trying very soon. Up here is just some of the peakest of peak, man. Take your screenshots if you want some recommendations. Up here, we got a statue of Rick Grimes with a little mini action figure and an Invincible Funko. Moving on. Once again, these are just books that I'm taking to MegaCon that I'm trying to get organized. Right here, we got a brand new chair that I got for Christmas. It is fantastic. I absolutely love it. So, thank you, parents. Next up over here, we got some current books I was reading recently. Of course, always got to have some water on deck. Got the game ready to go later after lunch. iPad, computer, podcast equipment, Xbox. Over here, some more comics that just need to be cataloged. This is stuff I'm getting rid of. And that's Batman back issues that just need a new box, their own box. In here is just kind of like, I don't even know, like stuff to make furniture adjustments. Some more podcast equipment and gaming stuff down there. Moving on. Over here is the masterpiece that is our DC shelf. So we're going to dive into this a little bit. Starting right here, we got that Detective Comics giant size, or I think it's giant size, foil for the first appearance of Batman. Detective Comics 27. Then we have the Justice League International poster, because of course this is one of the greatest runs of all time. Greatest Justice League run. We got our DCU hat, DC Studios hat. Super excited for what James Gunn is cooking up over there. And then of course we got the Nightwing hat, because that's my GOAT. So let's start off with the figures. So up top we have my McFarlane Justice League. Sorry if my hands get a little bit shaky. I'm trying to show it all off. But yeah, this is absolutely peak. I absolutely love that top display with Darkseid behind him. It's sick. Down here we got the JSA. Recently copped a few of these. Got the new Steel, super sick. And then I just threw Batman on here because it's the Earth 2 Justice Society is what I was going for. This will eventually be on this, but I need a better Superman first. And then we have my favorite shelf, the Teen Titans shelf. Absolute peak. Nothing else needs to be said. It's definitely missing a few. It's missing Cyborg. I'm missing a lot of Justice League. So yeah, I need a lot more figures, which this is already a lot. And I need to display my Marvel Legends back over on the Marvel side. Jumping into our DC trades, we have our Elseworld trades. Anything you see right here, and we'll get into that in a minute, but anything you see right here is considered Elseworld, not main continuity, so don't get confused. Right here is where we get into a little bit of, is it Elseworld, is it main continuity with the Human Target, Supergirl, and like some of these over here. Far Sector is canon, it's just I put all my compacts together. But some more great ones, the Jurassic League by Daniel Warren Johnson, a great book. Superman for All Seasons, great. I have yet to read this. I'm very excited to. This is by Grant Morrison and art by Sean Murphy. So I'm very excited to tap into that. Then, of course, we got the Nightwing and Wally West Flash Funko Pops. Moving on down here, we have our DC continuity shelf. So this is in about the best order I could get it into. So we got some Flash, some Justice League. I love those new finest the DC are going for. JLA, World's Finest, Superman, Nightwing, Blue Beetle, Justice League, the bunch of New 52, right into Rebirth, Super Sons, Flash Forward, New Frontier, Infinite Frontier, not New Frontier, The Flash, Nightwing, and then ending up with our current stuff. And then down here at the bottom, same thing from an omnibus, about in the best order I could get them in. The New Teen Titans, Crisis, Batman Nightfall, Justice League International, The Peak. I am yet to read that. I just got that for Christmas. Very excited to read Jack Kirby's New Gods. I've always wanted to. JLA by Grant Morrison, The Flash by Jeff Johns, Batman Grant Morrison, Aquaman Jeff Johns, and Batman Scott Snyder. A lot of these you see are like in plastic, even some of these up here. It's because they're brand new. Because before I got into actually collecting comics, I read online. I read a lot of this stuff, not the whole runs, but I just haven't gotten back into reading them yet, if that makes sense, you know. But yeah, that is going to be our little Justice League display. As you can see, we still got 2 empty shelves. So, hey, who knows what's going to go there. But moving back on over here, we have, y'all already saw it, the key wall. This is one of my favorite things in my collection, in my room. It's not every key I have. It's not even close, sadly. But it's a lot of cool ones. Definitely not all the cool ones, but a lot of them. First Damian, first New Fantastic Four, first Justice League Europe. You already know what this is. If you don't, I'm not going to tell you. Go look it up. Signed by Jim Shooter. Shout out Mac for getting me this, man. Love you. Always going to have that on the wall. We got Justice League of America 22 first. Queen Bee, I think. I forget what that X-Men key is. First Rick Flag. First Mr. Sinister. New Teen Titans #1. Deadpool. Spider-Man and Invincible team up. First Freedom Fighters. First Forge. First Bart Allen. What if Gwen Stacy had lived? I just think that's sick. I wish she had lived. First Blue Beetle. First Billy and Tommy. World's Finest #1 signed by Mark Waid. Infamous Iron Man #1. First Mr. Miracle. First Dazzler. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow #1. The Blue Galactus variant for Secret Wars #1. First Booster Gold. And I want to say first West Coast Avengers, but it might not be. So that's what's on this wall right here. Up top over here, we got a variant for the first appearance of Spider-Boy. Crisis #1. First Red Hulk. Detective Comics, it's year 2, part 2, but I can't remember what issue that is. Infinity Gauntlet #1, first Mongol, World War Hulk #1, first Jason Todd, or the retelling After Crisis. It's either his first appearance after Crisis or the retelling. I just can't remember. This is where Buried Alien goes and races every speedster in Marvel Comics. If you don't know, it's Barry Allen after he dies in Crisis on Infinite Earths. It's super sick. And then right here we have the first appearance of Vigilante. Right here we got some Funko Pops. We got the GOAT Abraham, Suck My Nuts. We got Morgan, All I See Is Red. We got my GOAT that I meet in 2 weeks, Grant Gustin, The Flash. We got another GOAT I already met, Stephen Amell, great guy. We have a signed Funko Pop by Wilson Bethel and Charlie Cox, the actors for Bullseye and Daredevil, so that's super sick. Right here, I recently got into mini Funko Pops, so I've started to collect these a little bit, and I got this sick display. We got the GOAT, Kevin Conroy, 2 Funko Pops from the greatest comic book series of all time, Red Hood and Wally West from Young Justice. Right here, we got this awesome picture of Dick Grayson, Superior Spider-Man, Spider-Boy, Andrew Garfield, little mini chimichanga truck with a mini Deadpool, Omni-Man, Invincible, Shane Walsh, and Rick Grimes. And then I'm going to try and show you, because it's kind of in a weird angle on my bed, but Spider-Man 2099, first appearance of Spider-Man 2099, I think. JLA #1, Secret Wars #1. Uncanny, that's the first appearance of Madeline Pryor, I think. Green Lantern 48. It's the start to the Parallax Saga and Kyle Rayner. Up at the very top right there, that Flash book is the first appearance of Vandal Savage. And then The Amazing Spider-Man is the first use of Venom with a long tongue, which I thought was a funny-ass book, so I got it. But yeah, that is my room tour. Oh wait, I didn't show you the peakest of peak. My 2 Tobey Maguire Spider-Man posters for 2 of the best superhero movies of all time. Easily 2 of the best Spider-Man movies, but 2 of the best superhero movies of all time. And it's probably not going to show very well, but we got the little Marvel light up display above it. Super sick. But yeah, guys, that is going to be my room tour. Let me know down below what you thought. And let me know what other type of videos you guys want to see. I have some comic book recommendation style videos coming for YouTube. I already do them in a shorter way on Instagram Reels. I might post them on YouTube Shorts, but I have some actual informational videos coming soon on how to get into certain characters and certain teams. But yeah, guys, as always, y'all stay safe out there. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.